I tell the little Red Riding Hood. One upon a time there lived a certain village a little country girl. One day her mother, having made some cakes, said to her, "Go, my dear, and see how your grandmother is going, for I hear she has been very ill. Take her a cake and his little pot of butter." Like the Red Riding Hood set out immediately to go to her grandmother, who lived in another village. As she was going through the wood, she met with a wolf who had a very great mind to eat her up. But they daren't not, because it's some workers working nearby in the forest. He asked her where she was going. "I am going to see my grandmother and carry her a cake and a little pot of butter from my mother." "Well," said the wolf, "I'll go to see her too." "I'll go his way and go you that, and we shall see how will be there first." The wolf ran as fast as he could, taking the shortest path, and the little girl took a roundabout way, entertaining herself by gathering nuts, running after butterflies, and gathering bouquets of little flowers. It was not long before the wolf arrived at the old woman's house. He knocked at the door. Tap, tap. "Who's there?" "Your grandchild, little Riding Hood," replied the wolf, "who has brought you a cake and a little pot of water sent you by mother." The good grandmother gets out, pull the string, and the latch will go up. The wolf pulled the string, and the door opened, and then they immediately fell upon the good woman and ate her up in a moment, for it being more than their days since he had eaten. He then shut the door and got into the grandmother's bed, expecting little Riding Hood, how come some time afterwards, and knocked at the door. Tap, tap. Little Riding Hood, hearing the big voice of the wolf, was at first afraid, but believing her grandmother had a cold and was hoarse, answered, "It is your grandchildren, little Riding Hood, who has brought you a cake and little pot of butter mother sent you." The wolf cried out the air, softening his voice as much as they could. "Pull the string and the latch will go up." Little Riding Hood pulled the string and the door opened. She was greatly amazed to see how her grandmother is her nightclothes, and said to her, "Grandmother, what big arms you have!" "They are to have you better, my dear." "Grandmother, what big legs you have!" "They are to run better, my child." "Grandmother, what big ears you have!" "They are to hear better, my child." "Grandmother, what big eyes you have!" "They are better to see with, my child." "Grandmother, that big teeth you have got, they are to eat you up." And saying these words, his wicked wolf fell up Little Red Riding Hood and ate her all up. But what could went into the house and take the little reading hat and the grandmother out the wolf's belly. And the little reading hut learning to lesson and living happily.